Morning everybody, and welcome back to the wheelhouse. Captain Eric here, and we're on the move again. We took a little bit of time yesterday to sit back here at in Croton in Half Straw Bay. I had to work on one of our starters that was giving us some problems, and tore it apart completely, cleaned it up, put it back together, re-greased everything, and it's working again. It's a little bit of a problem with the Bendix, but anyways, it's working for now. I noticed there was a clip that was broken on the solenoid piston, so I replaced that. Maybe that's all that needed to be done. I don't know, we'll see. And well, in the process, I made a mistake when I put it back together, and I fried one of the wires that was coming off the engine. I have no idea what it's for. I got a feeling it's for one of the alarms that doesn't really work. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. I was able to avoid a potential disaster anyways. I shut the battery switches off right away, and anyways, like I said, I averted potential disaster there. Everything's running fine. The engines are running. Good thing about these engines is the only electronics they actually need to run is the starter. That's it. That's all they require. That's all they care about. So I need a good battery bank.
Last waypoint.
And I need
176 magnetic.
Good battery bank, and I need starters that run, that can turn the engine over. With that, these engines will run forever until you take the fuel out of them. That's about it. So right now we're heading out of our anchorage here and making our way towards New York. We're gonna go to Sandy Hook, the anchorage at Sandy Hook, stay there overnight, and get a start tomorrow on what's going to be a long day. It's going to be a 30-hour passage. So we'll be overnight in the ocean again. And we'll be running all the way into the Chesapeake. So yeah, we'll be in the Chesapeake in a few days. And day after that, we'll be at Solomon's, where Tropical Horizons will be getting her annual haul out and inspection. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully there's not too much that needs to be done on Tropical Horizons, but we'll see. I dive on the boat every so often to check things out, but it's always good to really get it out, get it cleaned up, and see what's going on under the hull. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, today is going to be a ride through New York City, Manhattan, all that fun stuff, New York Harbor, past the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. So looking forward to that. It's always a lot of fun. It's always exciting. There's plenty for me to do. I got to keep my focus because there's a lot of shipping going on. So with that said, I'll turn the camera around and let you guys enjoy the ride down the Hudson. All right, from the wheelhouse out. welcome back to the Wheelhouse. Captain Eric here, and we are slowly making our way towards New York City. So Manhattan is just on the horizon. We can see all the buildings of Manhattan, and coming up on some barge traffic here. There's a lot going on, so I'm going to turn the camera around, get everybody the same view that I get, and enjoy the passage through lovely New York City. All right, from the Wheelhouse out. Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Wheelhouse. Captain Eric here, and we are officially in New York Harbor. We have just passed underneath the George Washington Bridge, which pretty much is a landmark that marks the entrance into the harbor of New York. We got Manhattan that's on the horizon here on one side, and the Jersey Shore on the other side. And it's a nice sunny day. I can't complain about that. Winds are fairly calm. Really don't have much wind at all. Maybe 2 knots of wind coming out of the east, southeast. Anyways, everything's looking great. The boat's running fine. Traffic is not too bad at the moment. I will preface that with "at the moment." It is going to get busier as we get closer to downtown and we get closer to the actual shipping port and the commercial docks. Then it'll get busy, and we'll have the ferries as well to deal with. We've been dealing with some of the high-speed ferries. They tend to run all over the place, but then there's the Staten Island ferry that runs on a regular schedule that we'll be contending with as well, and various tour boats. It is a Sunday, so I'm hoping that the commercial traffic won't be too bad. We'll just be dealing with tour boats and ferries mostly, but you never know. Anyways, welcome to New York City. Again, it's a beautiful sunny day. Skies are clear. There's a little bit of haze in the air, and it's a warm day. We're probably climbing up to 50s and into the 60s. Looking at a high of 24 for today at Celsius, so 70 something Fahrenheit, 72 something around there, and it's shaping up to be yet another gorgeous day on the water. So I'll turn the camera around and let you enjoy some more of New York City from the Wheelhouse out.
Drink another beer. Throw it all away. Throw it all. Throw it all. not here. So I drink another beer. Show it all away. Show it all. What's that? It's Mary, all I wish. But say how she miss. What a gift for a kiss. But she's not here. So I drink another beer. Show it all away. Show it all.
Hey everybody, Captain Eric here. Welcome back to the Wheelhouse, and we have made our way through what I would say is the worst of New York Harbor. Going by the Statue of Liberty, that's where all the tour boats are, that's where everybody wants to be. Shortly after the Statue of Liberty is some commercial shipyards, so there's a lot of barge traffic going to and from there. And there's commercial ports on the New Jersey side, so we'll see tankers and that type of thing. It's also where the East River kind of dumps out here into the harbor, so you get commercial traffic all converging there as well. It gets a little crazy busy, a lot of boats passing back and forth. Some are more courteous than others, and others just wake the living daylights out of you and suck it up. So it is what it is. We've made it through. I passed by the Statue of Liberty. I think the closest I've ever been to the Statue of Liberty. So I don't know if Commodore Karen will manage to be able to find some of our footage of us going across the front of the Statue of Liberty. Should be able to see us this time. We're really close to it. And
Here we are.
there you go. She's got the footage of us. So we got a screenshot of Tropical Horizons going across the front of the Statue of Liberty. Anyways, yeah, so you're listening to the radios, all sorts of security calls, which basically are captains letting everybody else know what they're doing, where they're moving their boats to, and so on and so forth. And a couple of times I've called out to a couple of tour boat captains to let them know what my intentions were of jumping in behind their stern. One of them was kept on correcting, and just to get them to stop correcting, I just told them, I said, I'm going from behind. So, but yeah, so they like it when you talk to them, when you let them know where you're going, because they don't always know, so they imagine the worst. Anyways, we're through it, through the worst of it, and now it's just a matter of getting under the Verrazano Narrows Bridge and then off to Sandy Hook. So this is it. We're getting back on course here, and that was New York. It's kind of crazy on the water. It's a crazy city, but hey, we enjoy it. It's always special when you come through here. You know, with that Statue of Liberty greeting you, it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of a homecoming if you want. So always pretty. Anyways, we're gonna keep on making our way through, and we'll talk to you in a little bit from the Wheelhouse out. everybody, Captain Eric here again. Welcome back to the wheelhouse, and we are anchored at Sandy Hook, New Jersey, I guess. So there's a Coast Guard station here, and we're anchored in the bay just out in front of the Coast Guard station. This is where a lot of other boats anchor and stage to make their jump offshore. It's a little bit rolly because there's a lot of sport fish traffic, and there is a high-speed ferry that goes by to serve the Jersey coast. So it does get a little bit roly-poly, but at night it does calm down and it's quite quiet at night. So this is where we're going to stage to head offshore, and so our next run offshore is going to be a 30-hour run. That's going to be a long day, well, long overnight on the ocean. But the ocean is predicted to be calm. I'll triple check the weather again. So far the forecasts have not changed at all, so we're quite optimistic that things are going to go our way on this passage. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Anyways, besides that, not a whole lot else to report. You saw how we got tossed around in New York Harbor. That's kind of par for the course. Boats going every which way. People, there is no courtesy because, well, the ferries are on their schedule. They don't have any courtesy for you. Although there was one ferry that did stop, kind of slowed down as he was approaching his mooring. But yeah, people just have zero courtesy in New York, especially the ones who go to the Jersey coast. I don't know if that's got anything to do with people from New Jersey, but so far it's, oh well. Anyways, besides that, I'll show you around this this Coast Guard post, Coast Guard base. I'm sure back in its heyday it was quite the bustling little place. There's a lot of barrack units, rooming units here, and yeah, I'm sure it was quite the bustling place to be stationed at. And they must have had quite a few vessels here, and probably helicopters and so on and so forth. Right now I don't know what they have for a crew here, but there's it looks like it, at one point in time it was pretty big. Some of the buildings are in pretty rough shape now, and some of them are in better shape than others. Don't know how many of them are actually being lived in, but yeah, it looks like it could have been a fun place to be. Anyways, let me show you. Here we go. So there you go. This is the Coast Guard station. They've got a cutter back there, and they've got a few smaller boats, smaller rescue boats. And they got a mooring here for a fairly large vessel. And these are some of the buildings. There's a Sandy Hook lighthouse there. The flag, and if memory serves me correct, the Coast Guard will go out and they'll raise that flag every morning, and they'll take it down every night, just like you're supposed to do. And they play reveille every morning. We were actually out here, oh, probably about 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now. Let's say 3 years ago anyways. And we were out here for about 3 days waiting for the weather to calm down in the Atlantic. And then when it finally did, we had a beautiful passage. That time we were cruising with other boats, so we stopped in This is looking into Sandy Hook. There's another little bay a little bit further on that you can get to. I think as far as rolliness goes, you just can't get away from it because of here. See there. You can see all that boat traffic just going by, zipping by. So you get a lot of that. There's some barges there. A couple of tugboats that are there. And there's some dredging going on the other side of the hook. And then you can see there's how the hook kind of wraps around, which is why it's called a hook. When you look at it on a map, it looks like a big hook. It's a beautiful gaff-rigged schooner right there. He must have followed us out from New York. A few other cruising boats. And tropical horizons too. So this is it. This is where we are. And if all goes according to plan, we'll be out in the ocean sometime tomorrow morning. Alright, well, that's it. Another good day on the water. From the wheelhouse up.
Well, I was a sailor, sailing the Southern Sea. Well, sailing all day long and sleeping in my bunk at night.